Hi guys! Welcome back to Ducks and More, and welcome back to another video. Today we're diving into the deep sea. The deep sea is a place that is dark, but also a place that is cold. The animals look intense to us at first, but every single one of them is perfectly designed for life within the water, and today we're going to explore exactly how that is possible, and we're going to get through as much as we can. All right, so let's get started. Let's get started with the most famous underwater fish of them all, which is the anglerfish. The anglerfish, it lives in very deep and very dark water, so it has a built-in light on the top of its head that allow it to see its surroundings and catch its prey. Now, just to say this again, the anglerfish does live in the deep darkness of the water, meaning that it can't be that picky when it comes to food and what it eats, because it is a matter of survival. The anglerfish doesn't really have a preference, but sometimes the anglerfish does have a preference, and sometimes the anglerfish can be a picky eater. And so right now, we are going to talk about the anglerfish's diet and what it eats. Now, for an anglerfish, their main food source is small fish, but they also eat small crustaceans such as crabs and shrimp. And they also eat squid and other small cephalopods, and they have a good time, eating shellfish. The light on the top of their head not only allows them to see their surroundings, but also it acts like a bait for their prey. Now, you may be wondering, how does the light that they have actually glow? You might be asking yourself, does it turn on or off like a light does? Well, no, that's not how it works. It doesn't turn on and off like a light switch does. One word that will answer all your questions is bioluminescence. Now, the anglerfish has bacteria, special little bacteria that live inside the esca that help the anglerfish look around and that help the anglerfish hunt for food. Now, this deep sea animal it's the complete opposite of scary. It's called the Dumbo octopus, and you might be thinking that Dumbo reminds you of the elephant Dumbo in the movie. Well, yes, it does, and that's what it did to me. But no, this is not an elephant. This is, in fact, an octopus, a very smart, cute, and tiny octopus. The Dumbo octopus has little fin-like ears that make it look like it's flying underwater, and I just think that's so cute. Like the elephant where Dumbo in the movie could fly using his ears, and so this octopus has fin-like ears that also make it fly underwater. So I think that's a real good comparison there. The Dumbo octopus lives very super deep in the ocean, and it gently glides in the ocean instead of swimming very fast, because why put that much energy into something? So Dumbo octopuses, like I said before, live very deep in the ocean, and it's usually between 3,000 to 13,000 feet in the water. That deep in the sea, there's no sun, or there's also high pressure that deep in the sea. Next animal we're talking about is called the gulper eel, or it could also be called the pelican eel. And the reason is because the mouth of this eel is so very big that it reminds people of a pelican's beak. The pelican eel, I would like to call it a pelican eel. It could be either or, but pelican sounds better. So the pelican eel, it lives very deep in the ocean, usually 500 meters to 3,000 meters. And so that's a very, very strong eel. Its mouth can open up and stretch extremely, extremely wide, so it could swallow its prey whole. So the pelican eel has very, very small eyes in the deep darkness of the ocean. It could sense little light and, light or energy that is coming off of its prey instead of trying to find detailed pictures of things. And it doesn't swim so fast because it has no swim bladder or any pelvic fins, or it doesn't even have scales on it. However, to compromise for all of this, it does have a whip-like tail, a very big whip-like tail. At the end of this whip-like tail, the pelican eel has a red or sometimes pinkish bulb with bioluminescent fluorescent light coming out of it so that prey could be attracted to it and it could get lunch. Most of the time, being black in color really helps gulper eels or pelican eels blend into their surroundings. And, fun fact, tiny teeth surround their entire mouth, even though they mostly gulp and swallow their food instead of actually biting it. So yeah, the deep sea is full of animals that may look scary at first, but once you analyze and understand them, they're actually fascinating. If you enjoyed this video of horror edition and deep sea creatures, then make sure to like, subscribe, and comment which one you think is the scariest but is actually secretly adorable. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye!